As innocent as you may feel walking down the street with no real place to go, you're not. Or at least someone else doesn't think you are, because here I was, dripping with normality, perspiring boredom, when all of a sudden I'm 8 years old again, and I'm dodging balls. But the bully didn't have a face this time. He was the dark shadow of an open window, somebody too grotesque to be seen but too human to pass up on interaction. And as I continued my march, almost unaware of what had happened, I looked back to see a wad of paper sitting among the earth. And I debated arriving late to nowhere and turning around to claim this piece of trash that was so thoughtlessly hurled at me, because what if this was someone's desperate attempt to confess their love to me? Their love scribbled on a piece of paper, someone too ashamed or mediocre to say something to my face. Or maybe it was a complete coincidence that I was walking down the street at the same time that Gus Gas Guzzler decided it was time to throw his mail out the window of his maroon truck. Or maybe Webster can't define coincidence. Maybe everything happens for a reason except for the one mistake that the paper missed my face. I'm thinking hate crime, but I don't want to give that a chance to surface. Whether it was love or fear or chance fueling the paper, it doesn't matter, because I'd almost feel better if I could just stand there on a cross and get pounded with 1,000 more pieces of paper, because maybe it would be less humiliating. But whether it was love or fear or chance fueling the paper, it doesn't matter, because I'd almost feel better if I could just stand there. And it doesn't matter whether it's paper or rocks or scissors, because once it leaves your hands, it's just garbage. The ultimate low. Which makes me think maybe I should have stayed home today, shredding books for more opportunity, or taken a field trip behind the back of my house and sat in the dumpster, because God, it would be comfortable. And if for some reason someone were to come looking for me, they wouldn't be able to find me, because I would blend right in. And I could hide under more than just dumpsters. I could hide under floorboards or beds or in ovens or toilets, or maybe just under some stairs or back in the closet. Or anything to keep you from finding me. Just no more paper, please. And I'd rather take my chances in the sewers than on the streets, because the rats don't judge, and there's nobody there to tell you that you reek. So I want you to know this. If there weren't any laws, I know you would have driven by slower and thrown more paper and defined yourself, and probably still not answered to coward. But I've made some progress. And I'm not sure what I've learned from this, but I've come up with these two things. If I ever bought a truck, I wouldn't paint it maroon, and the only garbage I'd be throwing out of it is you. Molly and Jackie, have you guys